Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back. I just wanted to make a video today to say that I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's safe and happy and hanging in best we can. I know it's been a long time since I posted anything on this channel, so I figured I'd go ahead and update and let you guys know that I'm doing well. I'm doing great. Everything's, fine. I am, I recently had revision surgery on my leg, and basically what they did was went in and smoothed down the bone and made everything nice and flush and pretty again, and made it to where I'll be able to fit a new socket and get a better socket, a better fitting adjusted socket, where I don't have to keep going through the same one 5, 6 times in a row. um, it will have a bigger impact on my life as far as being able to get around and do more things with my daughter, with my family, and basically just have a better overall experience in life, and a way to get out there and do every single thing that anybody else can do with two legs that I sort of used to be able to do before, but not really. It was pretty limited to what I could do. I mean, it was every step was pretty rough, and it definitely it wasn't a good way of life. It wasn't a good way of living, because you can't live in pain every single day of your life. I know some people do, and I am one of those people, but I'm I'm learning to cope with everything. Um, and it's not been easy. That's for sure. It's definitely not an easy way to go. But I feel that a lot of people out there have to deal with the same thing. Whether you have, you know, whatever your chronic pain's from. I'm not going to go through a whole list of things, but whatever your chronic pain is from, I certainly feel for you. I don't know any other way to put it. It's a rough way to go. Um, I've received a lot of questions lately, a lot of stuff. I did a podcast recently, Major's Mess Hall, so give Gavin a shout out. Hey, how you guys doing? Love you guys. And on there, we were talking about, questions as far as what amputees get, some kind of stuff like that. And it got me thinking. I was like, I wonder what, is there anything that other people would like to ask that maybe you're just embarrassed to ask, or you don't really you just don't feel comfortable asking, an amputee, walking up to him being like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? What happened to you? Blah, 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 blah. A lot of people don't like that. So I get that. So I asked on Twitter, a few people. I was like, hey, you guys send me questions. If there's anything you've ever wanted to know, by all means, ask me. And I will definitely do the best of my ability to answer those questions. So we have some of those questions written down. This is from my friend Nell Vickers. Says, do you find that strangers show you more kindness when you're out and about, holding doors, etc.? Yes, yeah, you do. You find a lot of people that will, as you're getting out of your car, will literally stand there and wait and hold the door for you. Um, it's very kind. I like that. It's very, very friendly. I love when people do that. It shows that they care. Um, I don't think that there's anybody that's kind of like overtly nice, if that is a thing. They're just going above and beyond, like following me around a store. I got that. I got this. I got that. That's never happened, but I've heard of it happening for other people. So, like I said, that would be a kind of a tough one to answer, because I guess the answer to it would be yes. Yes, I've definitely had people be like very, very kind, and I feel it's because of either I'm in my chair or they see my leg. And but again, some people will see your leg, they'll see a prosthetic leg and see you just getting through the grocery store, no problem, just living your life, and they leave you alone. And that's the way I'm trying to get right now. I don't really want people to be like, oh, is he okay? Oh, and like constantly worrying about me. I don't want that to be a thing. So I feel the answer to that would be yes. Yes, people do show amputees and just people with disabilities in general, they show you a lot more kindness and respect and stuff like that. Um, yeah, so there you go. All right, moving on. Pascal asked, how long did I rehab my leg? I did not go to rehab, believe it or not. I had what they call occupational therapy. And what occupational therapy is they come to your house and kind of work with you, and they kind of like will lay you on the floor and like kind of move your leg up and down and back and forth, and they'll do tests with you and that kind of stuff, and you'll see that he's fine. He's got it. You know, he doesn't really need us to come here every single day and work with him and help him to the bathroom and help him shower and help him bathe. And I didn't really need any of that. And it would be something that we would be charged a lot of money for here in America. That would cost a lot of money. So we avoided that. We didn't really go to any kind of rehabilitation clinics or have any kind of anything like that. We had maybe 2 days of an occupational therapist coming to the home and basically working with me like that and just kind of running over a few things. Now, amputee is going to have to do this and just stuff like that. General stuff that you're going to run into every single day of your life anyway. So it's going to, yeah, it's definitely, sorry, I lost my train of thought here. But yes, they came to my house twice, and when they did come to my house twice, they did their thing, and then that was it, pretty much. So no, I didn't really do any kind of rehab or any type of anything like that. So cool. All right, and the big one I keep getting from a lot of people, is phantom pain. All right, let me get into phantom pain for you guys. Catherine specifically, she was the first to ask for it, so I'll say that, hello, Miss Catherine. I'll answer the question here about phantom pain. Phantom pain is a very, very interesting phenomenon. What happens? It is the brain's way of dealing with what's going on. Okay, your brain is still firing off neurons that are sitting there saying, you know, oh, I gotta go down to the brain, I gotta wiggle the toe, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna, you know, it's telling you to do all these things, and it's going to the end and it's hitting the dead end at the end of that stump. And when it does that, it's still triggering that foot and making that foot and everything, thinking it's still moving, and it's really not. There's nothing there. So if you could imagine, you're so used to driving home a certain way every single day of your life, from work, say, or wherever, and on your normal route home, you all of a sudden just find a dead end there one day. And you're like, what the hell's going on? You would be kind of freaked out. Well, that's the same exact way that phantom pain works. Is on the other side of that, it's still living its life. It's still doing its thing as far as your brain knows. But for some reason, I'm hitting a dead end on this road. I don't understand what the hell is going on. So you're freaking out, and your brain is it's basically bouncing that signal back and forth, back and forth, back and forth from your leg to your head to your leg. It's just back and forth. And it's freaking out. It's constantly just in a state of panic. So you're naturally going to feel all of these cramps, burning sensations, pins and needles, etc. I'm going to do a whole video on phantom pain, actually, but I wanted to touch on it a little bit because I told you I would. So that kind of stuff. It definitely is. It's something that it's very, very hard to explain, but basically it's your brain still trying to keep up and understand what's going on. is the hard way to look at it, I guess, if you want to look at it.